Hello and welcome to Type Q&A, a series of leadership videos where Type A personalities answer a bunch of questions from Quora. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Someone asks, how is branding different than advertising? In short, branding is identity, advertising is messaging. Branding creates affinity, and advertising creates awareness. Wikipedia is defining branding as a brand name is a term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers. It also says advertising is a marketing communication that employs an openly sponsored, non-personal message to promote or sell a product, service, or idea. Whew! Now, without branding, advertising is incredibly hard. In the business world, branding KPIs are things like reach, engagement, and recall, where advertising KPIs are hard sales, ROI, and cost per acquisition. So you may be thinking, okay, let's just do advertising. Here is a problem with that mindset. With no identity, it's going to be really hard to sell anything at scale because people very rarely buy things on their utility alone. They buy based on what they need and want. So let's talk about needs and wants. Let's think about the term meeting their needs and meeting their wants. Think about buying shoes. Why would someone pay $500 for a pair of shoes, but another person maybe only pay $10? Why would someone buy the shoes with those red bottom soles on them more than the shoes with some lights in them? It's because it fits our identity and projects the correct social information we want other people to pick up on because we find it useful to us. So when we're selling with branding versus advertising, think about branding of a product as setting up its identity and conveying social information about that. For example, in the beer world, the brand Guinness used media to communicate that Guinness celebrates individuals that make bold choices who are made of more. Now compare this to Budweiser, who are trying to use messaging to show that working industriously to uphold traditional family values lets you know that this bud is for you. Advertising is communicating that with messaging that makes it useful or viable to the person looking to buy. In the beer example, your local supermarket will advertise a deal on Guinness or the Budweiser beers, and the person buys the Guinness because they identify with making bold choices and think they are made of more. The person who buys the Budweiser is identifying with finishing a hard, honest day's work. And you know what? When he sees that Budweiser, he thinks, this bud's for you. At Type A Media, that's how we think of branding versus advertising. We hope you found this very useful. If you like it, please do upvote it on Quora, and we look forward to answering more of your questions soon.